back. Thanks for staying with us. Restaurants and bars are preparing for people across the country to come in and support their favorite teams at Fiserv Forum for March Madness. And while they're here, analysts are expecting they're going to be opening up their pocketbooks around town. That's always good news. Editor-in-chief of the Milwaukee Business Journal is joining us this afternoon. Mark Kass, what is the economic impact here for the city? You know, how many guests are we expecting to come in this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big deal for the city. I mean, right now we're talking about $6.5 million economic impact. We're talking about 18,000 or so, at least at all the games. So really a lot of people. And you know, Tom, I saw it today at lunch. I was out walking around the city, and I ran into fans from LSU. I ran into fans from other schools. They're everywhere. I mean, it's a huge day already because of the holiday. But you add in all the NCAA fans who are already in town. It's a big deal, and it's so important for these restaurants and these bars. It's been a rough couple of years. And to have this now is really important. To have these people spending money, to have it on a great weekend like this is really showing off our city well. And you know, I mean, I think it's going to be a great weekend for everybody.
Yeah, there are a lot of people from all different places around downtown. I saw them as well. Okay, so I reported at the top of the show here that Milwaukee is now one of two finalists with Nashville for the Republican National Convention in 2024. I would presume, though, that we have one thing that none of these other cities do, and that is a plan to move forward that could be executed easily.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the meetings earlier this month, or actually last month, when all the RNC were in town, and some of the things I heard were, one was, yes, we already have a plan, we have a security plan, we have a logistics plan, everything in place. The other thing I heard in those meetings was that if they came to Milwaukee, it would be just them. It's not a fight against other things going on. It would be all about the RNC. They'd have full access through the arena, full access to the convention center, full access to all the restaurants, all the bars, all the hotels. I mean, to them, I mean, it would be RNC week here in Milwaukee. Maybe not that way in Nashville. So I think that's our selling card right now. I think it's going to be a really tough competition. I think it's going to come down to the end. You know, I think Milwaukee having that plan in place, one that was clearly going to work for the last convention, but obviously, you know, it really didn't happen. I think it's going to help us. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a crazy couple of weeks here, but I hopefully will end in some great news very soon.
Yeah, in Nashville, you have to be competing with the latest bachelorette party that was
all the country music, right?
All the
Garth
country
Brooks,
music, exactly.
Garth somebody or other. I've never heard of the guy, but whatever, you know.
So, oh gosh, somebody will be down there competing with you. I want to ask you about this because I know you're plugged into this community. But business executive and philanthropist Michael CUDAHY died last Friday. You knew him pretty well. What did he mean to Milwaukee, and what's his legacy going to be here in our city?
You know, I mean, I think we overuse the words icon and we overuse the words of kind of like legend. He is an icon in Milwaukee. He's a legend. The things he did in terms of growing his business, and then after he grew it and sold it, he could have went away, could have went to Florida, he could have went to Arizona and just kind of lived out his life. But no, he stayed here and he spent his money in this community. He's huge behind the art museum, huge behind other museums, other efforts here in town, really kind of drove it. You know, I mean, quite a few people have asked me this week kind of about him. He was quirky, but he was intense. He was loyal to Milwaukee. He wanted things done his way. He wanted things done to improve the city, and he wouldn't let up. I mean, he was an amazing individual and one we will sorely miss, both for his contributions from a financial standpoint, but also from the way he drove us. He wanted things to improve.
All right, and his legacy, of course, will live on in many of those projects that he helped make happen throughout Milwaukee. All right, Mark Kass with the Milwaukee Business Journal, thanks for being with us this afternoon.